What if there was a simple method to reduce your stress, increase your energy, and help you learn how to overcome the time management obstacles in your life to become more successful at reaching your goals? Would you want to know about it? I'm going to assume you answered yes. Imagine having more free time to do the things that you have control over, rather than constantly being stressed out, trying to catch up on the things you have to do. The very first step to take is to become more self-aware of how you deal and react with deadlines. This is a crucial first step in making better time management decisions that can lead to higher levels of your personal satisfaction and future successes. Before we get into this, I have a few questions for you to answer. Do you sometimes feel more focused and energized by waiting to start projects when the clock is ticking down to a deadline? Do you constantly make changes to assignments, believing that it's just not good enough right up to the due date? Do you tend to think and worry too much about a project and end up missing the deadline or not even completing it? If you answered yes to any one of those questions, then you may already be aware that you need to find a better way to get things done. But be warned that making positive changes to your life demands a high level of personal accountability, discipline, and commitment to managing your time each and every day. So, what is time? Time is a very precious and valuable commodity. We can't buy it, own it, or hold it. Time never pauses. It never rests. Time is relentless, persistent, and constantly running out. There never seems to be enough of it, especially when we need it the most. Once time is gone, it is gone. No matter how hard we try, we can never recover lost time and lost moments, especially when it's very common to misjudge the actual time needed to complete our activities. Time is perceived differently depending on what you're doing, what your stress level is, what your motivation is, and what your attitude is about what and why you're doing something and what your reward is for doing it. Have you ever noticed that time seems to drag on when you're uncomfortable, bored, or not having a good time? And when you're having fun and keeping busy, it seems to go by all too quickly. Think about how you perceive the passage of time in different situations, such as school, studying, work, hanging out with friends, your free time, your playtime, working out, practicing an instrument, or playing your favorite sport. Did it all go by quickly or slowly? Did you ever want something to hurry up and end because you perceived it would take forever? And in reality, it really didn't take all that long. The reason I want you to think about your perception of how long you think things take to do is because it really comes in handy to know how long something actually takes to complete when planning out your schedule. Too many times I've heard students admit that they miscalculated the actual time needed to read a chapter in their textbook for a test that didn't go so well. It doesn't really matter if you're a slow and careful reader or are able to cruise through a textbook at amazing speed and recall everything just one time through. How long does it actually take you to read an average page of text versus what you think it might take you to read? To avoid this time management error and increase the quality of your time management planning, I have a simple method for you to try. Time yourself on how long it takes to read one page in a textbook. Don't rush through seeing how fast you can read just to get to the end. But treat the reading of this page as if you're preparing for a really important upcoming test that you just have to score really good on. Use a page that's mostly text and, come on, really? Mostly pictures? No. Do this activity with all of your course textbooks, since each one varies in language use from simple and fun to the more difficult and complex that usually requires a slower pace to digest those new concepts, theories, and definitions. This timed activity will give you a realistic time, not perceived time, to show you how long it truly takes to read something. To be able to plan and work within certain time limits, you really need to practice how to manage your time by being aware of your own limitations and how to construct a realistic plan for each day, week, or even longer periods of time for every single one of your activities. Remember that we cannot control time, but we can learn to manage it to get the most out of what we have to do and want to do within the many different situations we face in our lives. To become more self-aware of how you manage your time, start by admitting to yourself that you need to change. Change takes time. Change takes commitment. Commitment means taking action. To improve your time management skills will obviously take discipline and persistence. Don't forget that discipline is doing what you don't want to do when you don't want to do it. To stay good at time management takes a consistent effort over time and a high degree of personal accountability in understanding what fuels your motivation to reach each of your goals, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant they are. By watching all of this video means you're already off to a great start on your commitment to improving your life, not because I told you it would make a difference, but because you know it will make the difference in getting better at your time management. Protect and value your time as if it were your most valuable and prized possession. Because unlike a thing, time is not replaceable. Remember that my goal is that your success is the goal. I'll see you online soon. Make sure you schedule me in.